budgets fail, not because you are bad with money, but because how budgets are built. Let me explain. Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm a clarity and growth coach. I'm also the editor of Life Mastery magazine and the community leader inside Life Mastery Circle. Life Mastery Circle and Life Mastery magazine are both created for midlife women who are going through a lot of change in their life. They need some clarity, but most of all, they need support. Inside Life Mastery Circle, we talk about a lot of things, just like we do in Life Mastery magazine. And this month's theme of the magazine is personal finance or financial freedom. And I thought today would be a great day to talk to you about, yes, budgets. I started budgeting, I want to say 7 years ago, but it's been a bit longer than that. We were just at rock bottom by then, and I decided it would be a good thing to start a budget. So I started following gurus on budgeting. I started listening to podcasts. I started to watch everything I could get my hands on. And I created a budget, a zero balance budget. I love a zero balance budget. I wanted to do it so much. I really wanted to get my finances organized. I was just overwhelmed with it all. So what did I do? I created a budget and I gave every little cent a job. Like I told it where to go. So far, so good. But then everything changed. You see, I was so focused on controlling my budget that I felt suffocated by the budget. True, we didn't have enough money to live life. We needed to make more money, and especially we needed to be very grateful for our life and for what we had in life. And that was not happening at the time. We were just in a very bad place. This very strict budget that I created for myself and where I told every single cent where to go suddenly didn't work. First, because life happens. Oh well. Second, it didn't feel freeing. It didn't feel good. It felt like it was sucking life right out of me. And that's when I decided to create a little category that was for fun. I now call it joy, but at the time it was just money for fun. And again, we did not have enough money for fun, but I would make, even if it was just $5 a month, I needed something I could spend on whatever I wanted. I love magazines, and at the time, I believe we could still buy a magazine at that price. I could go for a coffee. Mind you, I like these things. Now that I have more money in those categories, in my fan category, I never go out for coffee because I have a great coffee machine and I make my own coffee, and now I don't even drink coffee through the day. But at the time, just because I knew I didn't have money and just because I knew my budget was so strict, I just wanted to spend money on something. I know it's not the best way to approach a budget or life itself, but that's just where I was at. That's what was happening. And yes, here we are. The first mistake we make when we start budgeting is to think that a budget fits every single person. That's not true. Some people live within 50% of their income, and then the rest they can spend on wants, on paying off debt, on saving. Other people need 60 or 70% of what they earn to just pay their fixed expenses like rent, utilities, insurance, you name it. So it's not a one size fits all. And it's all very well to say, well, if that's the case, you have an income problem. Sure. And then somebody tricks you into starting a side hustle that before it makes you money, it's going to make you spend a lot of money that you don't have. And sometimes people tell you to get a second job. That's all very well, but when you have small kids or when you are a caregiver to an older parent or a spouse or a child, whatever that may be, it might just not be possible. When we start budgeting, we have to start where we are with what we have. And this is very important. And yes, I would tell you to always budget even $5 for you, for fun, for joy, for whatever you want. to save if you feel like it. But that's not where this is going. Sometimes I would save my $5 because I wanted something that cost like 8 or 9, and I'd save it and add it to the next month's budget, and I'll get the thing I wanted. Now, this is the solution I found to get through the first few months. Something very powerful happened when we started budgeting. We started to make more money. We started to make traction on our debt. We started to make more money. And very, very soon after, we could allow ourselves to have a little bit more fun money or joy money. On Friday, inside Life Mastery Circle, we are having our masterclass for the month of September, our group coaching, and it's going to be on creating our joy budget. So if you are interested in that, find out more about joining Life Mastery Circle. I'll leave the link in the description box. You can also subscribe to Life Mastery Magazine. It's free and it gets delivered to your inbox once a month. Moving on. I then decided that my budget was not going to be in control of me anymore and that I would definitely take control. Now, when I budget, it gives me permission to spend. Circumstances have changed, sure. It was hard at the beginning, but now we're in a place where we can set aside 50 or $100 a month for fun or joy. I have my fun and joy money, and my husband has his fun or joy money, and we can spend it on whatever we want. No judgment. Nothing is off limits. It's your money. No judging. Nothing is off limits. It's your money to spend on whatever you want. It's not money to go to the grocery store, and it's not money to pay for gas. It's your own money. It's like paying yourself first, except with that money we invest or we save, and with this money it's for us. You're totally fine saving it if you want. That's not what this is for. This is to keep fun in your life because we need fun. We need to feel like we are in control, even if we can control very little. Anytime you create a very strict budget, it's going to fail. And it's not your fault, but that's what you're going to think, which is the reason I'm telling you don't do that. Because it's like when you plan your time, or it's like when you meal plan and you are very rigid with it. And then one day you just cannot make that work. And you're going to think, oh my gosh, I can't even meal plan successfully. What am I doing? I'm no good. I can't do this. What was I thinking? Who do I think I am? And that's just not where we're going with this. You're doing awesome. You are trying different things and seeing what works for you, and life happens. So it's normal that not everything is going to always work out perfectly. I mean, life, right? Make sure that when you create your budget, that I absolutely believe everybody should have a budget. Everybody should know where their money is going. And once you do that, make sure it's not very rigid because it will fail and you'll feel like giving up. And that's the worst thing you can do is give up because you'll get the hang of it and it will come to you naturally and you'll just know where your money is going and how you can account for the rest of the money for your wants, for saving, for fun, for whatever it is. Well, I hope this inspired you to start a budget. Just figure out where your money is going or who is in control of what. And money, it's not good or bad, it's just a tool. It's just something that is there to exchange for other things you need in life. That's all. It's tool. It's a tool. And if you do decide to create a budget, if you want some tips, like I said, subscribe to Life Mastery Magazine. It's free. This month we're talking about financial freedom. So there's lots of tips and articles on money and budgeting. I'd love to have you inside our community. So thank you so much for being with me today. Please subscribe to the channel and like this video so that it gets pushed out into the world. Thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.